I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's the Texans going up against the Dolphins.
Okay, Larry, it's a late afternoon start here on a hot and humid afternoon in beautiful Miami, Florida. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston
middle,
Texans
outside, like which
and
one?
the Miami Dolphins.
He was nice. Damn. Hell yeah, you already know. Ain't no damn secret. That's why he left Chet. He already know what's popping. He's about to get right on his head.
This one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
You already know how she
the coaching
did that.
staff's doing a good job upstairs. They'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action.
Now, not 5 minminutes, not 2 minutes, not no hold on. Now, nigga, right now.
So that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. They'll set up to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42.
Yeah, I picked my first 2 picks. I'm out. I just let the computer do it. Fuck it.
Wait a second. They did not accept that after the incompletion. Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's 3 yards. They come out here in the eye. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5.
He used to be consistent. Now he just do whatever.
3rd and goal.
Nah, I shouldn't need to, though.
Now it's Watson. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where to stick. Oh, they get to the
I seen that coming. He just made me freeze, yo. Like, I don't get that, yo. Like,
so
good shit.
Next time we leave one of those coaches meetings,
I should have went for it anyway. I'm sketchy.
How come we spend so much time talking about special teams?
Here you go. This is why.
Wasn't even a long kick
Look,
for it to be.
I'm right there with you. We hear it every time we meet with coaches, but it is a big part of it. And look at how early in the game this occurs. They block a kick, and not only does it set a tone, it sends a message for the rest of the game.
Yeah, so much for our first points of the game. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs
So come out and think
now,
he's just going to pound me?
Is that 6, 7, 8, and
Alright,
maybe
cool.
more later on.
Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. They'll look to throw here. And he finds Stills complete.
Come on, T1.
Taken
Shit
down at
easy.
the 43, but not before picking up the first. That one goes for 24 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll look to throw now on first down. Going deep.
Thank you.
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 22.
Niggas gonna send him to the Pro Bowl this year. He's balling this year.
Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit.
Oh, shit. I'm gonna put the young boy over there in the fourth quarter eventually. What's the goddamn play, though?
Now a handoff as they run left side. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Watson.
Good.
Eluding the pressure right.
Who eat what?
Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up
No, I'm playing the game.
And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, you know, in that zone.
That nigga hopped off.
Be the exact same way, and I think we're
Debo not hearing that shit. Say it right now.
Pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up.
Hell
here
yeah.
on 3rd. Watson off play action. He's going to fire one.
Debo.
And got his man complete. There he goes right side. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there.
At
His
all.
First touchdown on the year. And the Texans have taken the early lead. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it.
Dale, you said I took a middle linebacker?
So they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people
Probably
in
that
front
7th
as well
round nigga I
to try
reached
and knock
for.
the ball away.
I'm up again.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out as they did.
Well, a decent little gain puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. It fights him off. Trying to lay one up deep. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Good shit, nigga. Pick up that blitz too easy.
Every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
All right, here we go. Good. All right, now look at 56. Watch it now, Hardy.
Looking to throw. He's going to let one go deep for Parker.
Thanks, Shaq.
Here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter.
Do that shit up.
Picked off at the 14.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Just keep thinking like that.
And now here's a carry heading left. Now a
Face
flag
mask.
comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be
Talking shit.
holding.
What you
You
saying?
need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
You already know she have these.
Now Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller.
Good shit, Fuller.
It's caught inside the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Let's go.
Now a first down throw, Watson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Second down now after the pass completion. A shotgun snap for Watson.
Ah, good shit. I threw it right to him. It looked like it was about to open up for a second. Oh, man, you're not going. Oh, he tripped the guy. Are you fucking shitting me? He tripped my guy.
It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. An update now from Oakland. It's the Lions that have grabbed the early lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And now out comes Houston. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Escaping the pressure right.
Ah, good shit.
Picked off at the 19. And running with power here. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. They'll set up a throw.
He was supposed to fumble. What happened? Okay, I'll take the hold.
So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled at a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. It's complete to Parker, left side. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Now back to throw. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
These type of plays are backbreakers for our defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big 1st down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. And they've got it here with a first down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And that play goes nowhere. He's met behind the line, and a penalty flag may add insult to injury. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. That'll be a gain of 15 yards, and it'll be second and goal.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Time to the tailback. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. They'll look to throw. And that's going to bring up an interesting third and goal.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. But when push came to shove, they stood their ground. And now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Parkey's kick is good. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach. But it kept the offense out of the end zone.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And now to the races down the right side. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A huge play there for Houston. 62 yards. Watson now to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, his second touchdown on the season. And the Texans have taken the lead. And his kick is good. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Jakeem Grant now to return. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And out come the Dolphins now. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
No gain on the play there. Second down. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. The Dolphins on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Green 39. Gone. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They're going to look to throw. Going up top. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
And definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
This will be fielded at the 17. 34 yards on the return. But for a moment, looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop.
You better be careful.
Position.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good pick up there at 20 yards.
Go to 24%. That's good. Ew.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Here's Watson now on 2nd down. Throw left side complete. It's Fuller. And he'll be out of bounds. 23 yards on the play. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Texans will extend their lead. It's good, and it's 21-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And he comes back with one complete. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Detroit! Now let's go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. He digs them partway out of the hole that they're in. It's an 8-yard gain, and it makes it 3rd and 12. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Now, Jack Patriot!
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Going deep here for Stills. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Second quarter in Cleveland, and it's the Browns out to the early advantage. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll power his way up near the 25. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Second down, here's Watson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. The Texans on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. He's going to fire one deep. Middle. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So for that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
You grab me a cherry candy?
On 1st and 10, Watson. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he'll be marked down deep into Miami territory. That goes for a gain of 31.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Will Fuller in the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans will add on to their lead.
And that's That's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Second quarter in Cleveland, and it's the Browns out to the early advantage. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. And he'll give it here to his running back. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. Fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And the Texans set to come onto the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Eli Harold coming in from that outside linebacker spot to bury him for a loss of 7. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long after that sack. What does Watson have in his arsenal? Faking the give. Now Watson. He'll buy some time right. He may try and run for this. And he is going to feel that one. Knocked down hard at the 49. Able to pick up a dozen yards there on the scramble, but not enough. 4th down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On 4th down, Watson. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there with his 14th touchdown of the year.
Which one? Chatty Patty? I gotta go to the doctor tomorrow, man. He gotta change my medicine, man. It fucks with my vision. I've been laying down a lot of white glare. You all right? Yeah, I'm good. I go to the doctor.
And the Texans will extend their lead. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point.
I hate taking that shit, man. Gotta take that shit.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
That's what I said, man. Sometimes.
Not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone.
Damn, MCV got that wide receiver.
Take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big shot play right away.
Oh, this
Try
sees
and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. J.J. Watt in there to get him, and that's sack number 8.
I ain't get no chill. I got to my game, man. What's he say? Soft? No, I ain't doing no fucking software update. Like, fuck this iPhone. This guy, pick your fucking dude, man.
Receiver, and it's 3rd down. And Charles
Hey,
got to
eat
like
my
what this
food. I'm
defense has
saving
been
that
able to
food.
do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got a man complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Give him 30 yards there. And now a first down following that long gain. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some space here. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Quarterbacks
Another
left.
nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected. That run there, that may get him going.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Zach Cunningham coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
What?
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
They always do
Good
this.
positioning, and it's picked off. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15
always let it run
at
out
the
the first
14-yard line
And then
on
he
the
started hitting
return.
that.
I tell you, Brandon,
Dynamo
it seems
running,
like this
oh my
guy's
God.
been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Out of the gun, Watson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Fuller. Now the ball comes loose. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them. Big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And this results in 6. Touchdown. They give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice you're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. He'll drop to throw. And now here is another interception. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Just just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The Texans on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Here we go.
From the gun, here's Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins.
That's what made him.
A big hit.
We put it to the yesterday, but when they did that, that's why I changed game.
5-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. First down and goal. The offense knocking on the door. To throw is Watson. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. And to give this time to the tailback. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there.
What?
With his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year. And the Texans continue to pour it on. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post.
That nigga's great. Wait till you see it.
But you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds and maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your
I'm gonna put this motherfucker great. Look at this motherfucker. I got linebacker.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come out and able to bring him to the ground. He is proving his worth defensively, getting the sack here. That comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week.
When I say he great, fuck, you know how I do, man. I'm heartbroken. Oh my God, oh my God, I'm not even gonna tell you.
The Dolphins on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 15.
91 acceleration, 80 agility. 78 strength.
Look to throw here. Look at this tight end in the corner. It's complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
I see they ain't looking down there at that, man.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
On the left side, this is Stills. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them.
And got his man complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And that one results in 35 yards.
We're top on the other linebacker. Should be faster. If he got this, the other one top Louis,
Here we go. Flex round. Flex round.
Now a 1st down throw. Watson escaping the pressure right. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's going to have to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there as he'll be left with 3rd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
He finds his target, Fuller. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st.
From
the red zone now, Watson. Flushed out right. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
Obviously a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a 1st down, but a big gain to boot.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Texans add on. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 8. Now back to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this ball is going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot. And now out comes Houston. And Charles, in a very one-sided affair, I think we've reached the point in the broadcast where you and I, we may have some filling to do, right?
Yeah, I think you're right about that because we got to try and keep people around. We don't want them to change the channel. Stay with us in this game. Is that Ben Ramsar? Are you hearing from Ben on the headset here? Tell us stretch this thing out a little bit.
Get some talking points. Dig them all out.
That's what you get. A big-time producer. Keep them here.
And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. They find some open field. And oh, he coughed it up. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
They go play action here on 1st down. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Zach Cunningham in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And over the middle, this is Parker. And he gets it down to the 32. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this Texans defense stands tall. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Now they try the right side here. And some room to work. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on second down.
Let's go!
And Watson's going to throw it here. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. First down, it's Watson. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Let's go!
To throw on second is Watson. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Let's go!
Slot man moves right. Watson on first down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Xavier Howard. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Dolphins touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
They are, by the way, into the 4th quarter now in Oakland. And the Lions adding more points to their total, extending that lead. And they'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. A win would be just their 2nd of the year if they could hold on. And this looks to probably be the final play.
After all that shit he didn't get to me, you know what I'm saying? He's repeatedly, not
throwing now. Watson.
Three times. Come out in the game again.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 23. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Big offensive explosion here leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Texans, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they'll return home next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for Miami, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll get an extra week to think about it as the midseason bye might be coming at just the right time.
Another linebacker out here. That Chatty Patty 6'5". This nigga. Yeah. Okay. They drafted him too. Yup. They be sitting there. He's rep for 33.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. And with that, we sign off from Miami.
Here, it's the first one to the first round draft pick. One. This is the first one to the first round draft pick. Warning. Yeah. Living down. It's not back. See, we left a nice linebacker out here, man. I get a running back too. Man, come on, bro. You gotta hit this shit, bro. If you leave this draft like this draft will be all night, man. You gotta start hitting this shit. Shit, me. Fuck. Oh, man. I don't hit this shit, man. This is crazy. Hell, where your mama at? Where she went?
Yo. Yo. Nobody call me? Alright, I'm tripping then.
All college football last season, and all those targets helped him set a new school record for receiving touchdowns this season. This guy is the definition of a red zone threat, using his body control and short hands to make a play on the ball, no matter how tightly covered he was. He was sure to bring in at least one or two touchdown passes a game, with some of those coming in clutch situations. This team has been looking for help in the red zone, and it may have found it with this receiver. Bengals are now on the clock.
Yeah. No, you got 85 jumping, 85 spectacular. Yeah.
The Panthers are now on the clock. 49ers are now.
The Eagles? Let's boom. Butt ass, you quit.
Redskins are now on the clock. In with pure intensity and aggression. He's going to need to learn to play more with his head and see the game differently at the next level, but he has all the tools to develop into a great player. It all comes down to what the coaches can get out of him, and this first off season will be a major test for him.
What? Want something? What?
The Cardinals are now on the clock.
Edmonton Oilers are now on the clock.